it's just like, ew, get away. Just, ew. Relying on people to show up, relying on people to say kind words, relying on people to be adults is very difficult. I'm in the trenches right now. And I just felt so yucky and gross, and it's just like so loud. Ew. I think expectations at this minute in this climate is very hard, because the government wouldn't do that. Yes, they would. Even the government doesn't come through. They also will fumble you. They will also drop you on your head. It's so difficult, but I think because I'm not proud of who I am right now, and I don't feel like capturing this moment in time, and I don't need to. I think maybe I need to forget this shit ever happened. Forget it all. Like, just wipe it, erase it. Hi and welcome back to my channel. Thank you for tuning in. I just wanted to do like a quick update on my life / talk about like my mindset at the minute, some of the challenges that I'm having, whether I feel stagnant or not, just all that jazz. So first things first, I want to say that I use these updates / videos as like my personal internal audience. By internal audience, what I mean is I want to focus on the big picture, and I want to focus on what will make me happy as the main validation, the source of validation being internal, and the judge and the critic being internal, and not looking for external validation or things like that that could kind of hinder or sway my journey and my path and how it's going and things like that. So and I think just having that internal audience and recording my journey and just being laser focused on my wants and needs, I think that keeps me sane. Does that make sense? The next thing I want to talk about is that I feel like the last 4 or 5 months have felt like I was adulting for real for the first time, in the sense that I'm starting almost from scratch a little bit. So I was in Malaysia for 1.5 years. I just came back, so I've been here for the last 4 or 5 months, and it almost felt like I was starting from scratch, in the sense that like I don't have an apartment here, I don't have the UK driver license. I have my Malaysian one, but I don't have my UK one, and then it's like I don't have a car, and I don't have this, and I don't have that, and it's like, and then I'm like, oh my god, like what about my career? And it's not a really good place. I don't have a career. So I almost felt like, whoa, I'm almost starting from scratch. But it does give me the faith, and this, like, it does give me faith that if I was able to kind of figure things out and start from scratch in Malaysia, I could do it here if I wanted to, you know what I mean? And I don't really know where my future lies, and I don't know which country I'm going to live in and what's long term or not. But I think stability is great, but at the same time being flexible and having like core skills and core things and that's transferable, that you can take anywhere is also very important. I think there's like a glare from the light, but it should be okay. So that's very important to me. I think a lot of people are puzzled as to why I would choose to come back to the UK, or why I'd choose to even stay after, like, because I came initially for a holiday. So people are puzzled. They're like, are you still around? What are you doing here? Ariana, what are you doing here? But I think everyone's path is like for themselves, and I think there's something to gain from everywhere, and there's something to achieve, and there's something, you know, everywhere. So I think it's not the most ideal location in the world, but at the same time it's like that's where my family and friends are, and I was so homesick while I was in Malaysia, super homesick. So yeah, I think it made me really question, like, is it a good idea to live so far away from family and friends? I think in the first few months I really had to overcome my anxiety and my and my thinking that the UK is unsafe, and whether it is or not, I had to really work hard to see the positives. I would literally have my note, like the notes on my phone, and I would write down like any good things that would happen to me, any good encounter with like a shopkeeper or a barista or like someone on the bus, just to kind of make me feel like there good things can happen in the UK, and good things and good interaction, and there are good people out there and there are good vibes. I really had to like look for the good, like focus on it. And now my fear and my anxiety around living and feeling safe in these streets in London has gotten better. I think now I just need to now I'm working on my relationship and my communication, because I feel like, so at the minute I'm living with family, and there's this quote or saying online that says, you may, like, you're living with family, it might be rent free, but you pay with your mental health. So I felt like, even though like it's great living with family, and you, especially like if you don't have your own place, it could be a great soft landing. It could be a great resource and safety and shelter, and just having community and people there. And this idea of like, if you want a village, you have to be a villager, and actively participating. I think it's great, but at the same time, it's like, you will pay with your mental health. And yeah, so that's so I'm like trying to shift my focus. And I read this, I came across this book, my niece introduced me to it, this book called I'm Surrounded by Idiots, and it's like, and it has 4 different personalities types, and different people, like how are different people, what are their behaviors like, and almost like not seeing everyone as idiots, but to kind of change your view and put a lens and be like, okay, that personality type is red, okay, that person is yellow, that person is green, that person is blue, okay, and kind of just being like, seeing them as like a manageable, understandable, not too complex humans. Humans are complex, but it's almost like, kind of just, and I think that's what I want to do. I want to start like figuring out the characters in my life, what their personalities are, how to survive them, how to work with them, how to live with them, how to stay sane. I think that's very important. I think managing complex personalities and people, and I think it's very important. And again, you're always going to meet weird people, and yeah, I think as like immigrants, we need to be, we have villages, and we have people from the village, and we have our immigrant families, and they're interesting personalities, and it's like, you have to hold space for that. And I think I'm learning to hold space for that, and I want to learn to hold space for that. And so it's like learning to hold space and to live with complex personalities and people, and family members and friends, and feeling like, okay, I'm the upgraded version of, you know, my community, and the kids I will have, inshallah, will be the upgraded version of me. Does that make sense? So that's, yeah. If I could overcome the anxiety and the fear I have feeling of being in London and in the UK, I think I can then now turn to figuring out how to be zen and at peace regardless of, and not be triggered by people, you know? That's what I want, that's my next step. I think the last few months I've also been learning and working on not betraying myself, and that's like doing things that make me happy, and focus on the big picture, you know, and eating the frog first thing in the morning, which is like a phrase saying like, do the hard thing first, and not giving myself the excuses of like, bad vibes, I can't get anything done because bad vibes, the weather, the people, the country, bad vibes, bad. Like, I really had to focus on what makes me happy and not betraying myself, whether it's doing a weekend getaway, go to another city, whether it's like getting a massage, just learning to focus. Like yesterday I did like a facial, which I feel great about. I think yesterday I decided like this like whole thing of like not looking like your problems and that'd be a really good concept to try, I think. I think I just want to do more things that make me happy. Hot showers, like my playlist, my friends, my environment, my room. I bought this like lamp, seasonal depression lamp, and you just turn it on and you look into it for like 30 minutes or 15 minutes every morning. I want, you know what I mean, like just to look after my mental health that way. Not overpouring into other people, protecting my energy, protecting my peace. That's another way I've been practicing not betraying myself. Sticking to my promises, pleasing my internal audience and like the internal critic, you know. Right now I have guests coming, but at the same time it's like acknowledging that they're not coming for me. And yeah, it's like, it's emergency, but it's other people's emergency, not mine. You know what I mean? And so it's like, yeah, fair enough, guests are coming and I have to clean. And I have to prep the space for them so that they feel great and they feel welcome, da-da-da. But it's not for me, it's not, and the guests are not for me and they're not here for me. And it's like, that's great and all, but it's like, I have to look at emails or reply to things and I have to do this assessment and I have to do that and I have personal admins and I need to do my facial and I need to do my hair and I need to exercise and I've started physiotherapy and I need to do the physiotherapy homework. And it's like, there's so many things that I need to do for myself that are very critical and important for my self-growth and self-development. And so it's like acknowledging that not my circus, not my monkey, not my problems, not my emergencies. These are other people's emergencies, not my own. Yes, I'll be a villager and I'll turn up because I want to be in a village. So you have to be a villager. I want to be in community. So you have to be in a community of people. But at the same time, it's like you've also got things you need to do. And it's so easy to feel like mine are not life or death. My goals and my things and my to-do lists are things that I need to do that day and that week. It's not like do or die. And someone else's might feel like it's more important, more urgent. But it's at the same time, it's like yours is not life or death. But it should be life or death. Your goals and your ambitions should be your life and death. Should be very urgent for you. And I think that's another way I've been practicing not betraying myself, is to also pause. Everybody stop. What does Beyonce say? World, stop. So just pausing everything and be like, okay, I need to do this. I need to do this for myself. I need to do a quick facial. I need to have a hot shower. I need to exercise. I need to do this. I need to clean my room. I need to go for a walk in a cute canal or a cute area in London. You know what I mean? Like just world, stop. Carry on. So that's like the thing right now. Another thing I noticed the last few months being back home and being in the UK is that it's so easy to get distracted. You're in other people's space, you live with other people, and other people's emergencies and their drama and their mindsets and their energy, it's just so loud and it could really penetrate and really just get into your bubble and your headspace. And it's just so easy because it's like you might have an assessment coming up, you have a test coming up, you might have a deadline coming up, you might have emails to reply, and you're like, and your mailbox is full, and but it's just like the energy is so loud, the emergencies are so loud, their anger, their happiness, it's just like, and Allah Mubarak, Allah's given me so many siblings, like more than one hand can count, you know what I mean? And so, and I have a large family, Allah Mubarak, and I have a lot of friends, but I think being back and not being in my own space and my own bubble and moving back home with my family and not being with my partner right now, I'm gonna go back to Malaysia in December to go see him, but it's just like, it's so easy to get distracted. It's so easy to get distracted. It's so easy to let things affect your energy. Like you'd wake up and you'd hear people fighting outside the estate. You know what I mean? It's like there'll be a bunch of hooligans and like young boys playing around the estate and running around, and it's like you can hear it in the kitchen as you make yourself a morning cup of tea, or you're going to bed and just warming up your dinner and you could just hear them, and it's just like constant noise. And it's just constant distraction and things that just like affect your energy and bubble and just penetrate, and it's just like, ew, get away. Just ew. I just felt so yucky and gross, and it's just like so loud. Ew. Make it stop. Make it stop. That's why I really want to move outside London, because I think it will just be so zen and so quiet and so quaint and so like so nice. But if it isn't, that's also fine. That's also fine. But if it isn't, it's fine too. But I think it's good to acknowledge that, like, London, this world, oh crap, it's on steroids. Everyone's crazy. But sometimes they're not. Sometimes they're so cute and they're all fairies. She was a fairy and they were just so cute and people are so nice and you just like, oh, I love it. Chef's kiss. But I think it's like also acknowledging that you need to protect your space and your peace. So yeah. That's why I wanted to start recording videos again. Because I think I need to find a way to stay tunnel vision, super focused and happy and productive and creative and just let things release. I came across this, somebody said that women, what did they say? That men feel relaxed through release. So they would just like after a long day like prop down in front of the TV and just let it go. Just watch TV, just relax. You know what I mean? Just like shut it off. But women, we feel great if we pour into ourselves, into our cup. So we need to pour into ourselves, and then men need to release like outwards. So that's why I need to do things that fill my cup and pour into myself. That's how I'm going to feel energetically more aligned. Yeah, but sometimes release is good. Sometimes just a vent is great. Just to call someone a vent is great, but I don't think it's going to really make you feel good. I think journaling as like slow as it can feel is better. Going for a walk in the greenery, as inconvenient as put on a jacket in this cold and to go out into the like cold weather, that does more for your mental health. Just absorbing the greenery and the nature and the quietness and the stillness and the birds, that will do more for my mental health than just to sit down in front of a TV, because I'm not a guy. Okay, I need to pour in, not release. Release, yes, but release is great. Release is great. Working out, singing, dancing, all that is great, but you also have to fill your cup too. You know what I mean? Yeah. So that's quite interesting, actually. I haven't gone to the park in like months. I haven't also gone outside in a bit. That's why I have my lamp, my seasonal depression lamp, which is like emits almost like a sun rays. Yeah. We'll just use that temporarily as like until we find a solution. But yeah. I think everything feels up for grabs and everything, it just feels in the air, and I don't feel like I am on a concrete landing. Everything just feels like a cloud or like a pillow, and it could just be pulled from under me. So I want to create that. I want to lay that cement. I want to lay that foundation, because I think right now the season I'm in, it just feels like I'm standing on a pillow or a cloud, and it could just be whoop any minute. So I think I've just realized that the thing that I own and that's mine, it's this channel. And my creativity is mine. And no one can take that from me. And my happiness and my focus and my passions and my love, no one can take that away from me. I think relying on people to show up, relying on people to say kind words, relying on people to be adults is very difficult. I think expectations at this minute in this climate is very hard. Because the government wouldn't do that. Yes, they would. Even the government doesn't come through. They also will fumble you. They will also drop you on your head. The things that the UK government's up to right now, tax and pensions, ridiculous. Okay? Ridiculous. But yeah, it's just, I think right now, the only thing that I have is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, my faith, my dua, my creativity, my YouTube channel. I used to vlog and I used to make so much TikToks and just have fun with it, but I don't know why it's just been so difficult. But I think because I'm not proud of who I am right now, and I don't feel like capturing this moment in time, and I don't need to. I think maybe I need to forget this shit ever happened. Forget it all. Like just wipe it, erase it. So yeah. So I think that's why I haven't been recording. It's been so difficult to have a creative outlet because this is not when I want to capture. I'm in the trenches right now. And I don't want to capture it. But at the same time, I love yapping. And I love like capturing this moment on my YouTube channel. So yeah. That's what I'm saying. See you very, very soon. Again, remember Ali, a reminder to myself, my nickname's Ali. Remember Ali, and not my circus, not my monkey, not my circus, not my monkey. Okay? Always make yourself happy. Always make yourself proud. Relax more. Drop your shoulders, girl. Stop tensing so much. Drop them shoulders. Drop it. Drop it. Relax more. Okay, more stretches, more deep breaths, more salahs, more dua. I need to start praying tahajjud again. I need my dreams and my prayers to be answered. I've not really been on my faith game as much. I've been slacking, I'm not gonna lie. So I need to get on that. But yeah. See you in the next update. Love you loads. Bye guys. Mwah.